Welcome to Girl, I Got Questions TV.
All right, this is a talk show for the women who are exploring, asking, and trying to answer the hard questions in her life. Child, we're just trying to pull it together and figure it out, and we're doing it right along with you.
Yes, we are. And I am Yasmin Williams-Woods. I am a speaker, a writer, and a conqueror. I help women conquer life and everything it throws at them by leveraging the courageous love of Jesus.
All right, honey. And I am Shayna Berkeley. I am your neighborhood stylist, your stylist next door, and I'm teaching you how to rock the trends in your real world. So I'm a personal stylist.
She is.
Yeah.
She gets me together all the time.
I try. She tries.
All right, let's get ready for segment 1.
All right, this segment is called Mama Ain't Raised No Fool. This is our signature segment. And as the great philosopher says, she who asks a question remains a fool for 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. She who never asks a question remains a fool forever.
And Mama ain't raised no fool.
No, ma'am, she did not.
So this week we are going to explore a question, but before we do that, I want to shout out some of our subscribers who's been showing us some love. This week we have Talijah J and Prestige. Thank y'all so much. And it's a good time to remind them to follow us on Instagram at Girl I Got Questions TV. Click the subscribe button, the bell, comment, share, like, all that stuff, because we definitely will support you in return.
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking of supporters, this week's question is actually from one of our friends. Our girl Camille over at Millie Talks Truth TV sent us a question this week, and she wants to know, what is the biggest challenges on being a Black woman and how we overcome?
Woo!
Yeah, that's a big one. Okay. Right. I wish I knew.
Right.
Like an easy answer to that.
We'll be millionaires, Camille, and we will share it with y'all. So I guess we can just talk about ourselves. Let's jump in there. And you guys, hop in the comments, answer the question for yourself. Let us know your thoughts on that. So the biggest challenge on being a Black woman, I think I'm going to come from a career entrepreneurial, corporate America vibe. I used to practice law before I now am a director of a nonprofit where I teach people how to start their own small businesses. And I think for that is just being true to the fact that you know what you're doing. You're skilled, you're knowledgeable, like you can do these things. So most of the times, you're taught like you have to be twice as good. And that is a real and a true, I think,
it is
statement. Mm-hmm. But then it also creates some sort of like imposter syndrome. It continuously makes you think you're not good enough. And if somebody is your equal, then you have to be ahead of them. And thank God my current executive director is amazing. And I'm like, learn from him so much. And he is somebody that I'm trying to strive to be at equal with. But most of them people that I've ever been in rooms with, they're mediocre and or they're average or they're good, and our brains will tell them like they're great, they're giants, they Black women, you have to rise to where the white man is. And I'm like, child, listen, really, we equal to or above them. And so I think just reminding yourself, and of course that comes with spirituality and Christianity as well, like knowing like whose you are and like where your identity lies. And girl, I am good enough. I got this.
Period.
I got this. And so I would never have called it imposter syndrome because I never felt like I was faking it, but I did always feel like I needed to strive. And once I kind of like sat in my groove and been like, you want to do better. Right. You want to do better for the sake of doing better, but not to be equal to somebody who, if they know it or not, ain't equal to you. So how I overcame that, I think just really spirituality in Christ, and then also having that dialogue out loud, being like, girl, you're good. Yeah. Calm it down. Yeah. So I think that's mine. What about you? What's yours?
Yeah. I want to respond to that first because I've been in that place too of having to be twice as good. But I think it also creates a level of pressure and anxiety and competition too. And we just know, sis, we in this together. Ain't nobody got time for that.
No.
For me personally, I guess it's somewhat connected to what you had to say. I think in this season, my challenge is being all of me, right? Black women are magical. I mean, Black girl magic is it's real, okay? And I think in that we can sometimes shy away from showing up as our complete selves because we've been told that, you know, we do too much, we're over the top, we're too loud, or our emotions make us angry, or just there are some negative connotations that come with being a Black woman. So I find that I'm apprehensive going into certain spaces, just like, how much do I want to show up? How loud am I going to be? How hard am I going to dance? Just all these things. And it's like, right. And it's like, no, because people know this is me in staff meetings all the time. But yeah, so the challenge is, how much do I show up? And I have had to overcome that, because the answer is you show up completely, totally, 100%. You be you, to your point, because you are God's. And do you?
Yeah, I think that's interesting. And I mean, I think somebody else submitted this question, so we may explore it on a later date. But a lot of brown and dark skinned women may be surprised that you, as a light skinned woman, feel that way, right? Because they feel like the fairness and like your skin tone, and that you just be this like little, right? But in fact, all of us have that same situation. I think somebody did talk about that and have that question about colorism, because you're a light and I'm brown. I wouldn't necessarily consider myself a dark skinned woman, but I have friends who are dark skinned, and that's a real experience. And I think they would be surprised and connected in some way to feel like, okay, this is a constant problem. It's not a me problem. It's not my tone problem. Right. But it's a Black space that we all navigate in. And I decided long ago, about 16 or 17, that you're gonna get me. But Black women also perpetuate that conversation. I was in a group chat the other day, and I know she didn't mean any harm, and I understood what she was trying to say. But she was like, okay, Black women, we need to not be so loud in public, blah, blah, blah. And I think as a person, there is a level of respect about being loud, because I don't care what race you are. Sometimes you're just too loud.
Right,
like, baby, sit down. Like, if you can't control your alcohol, stop drinking. You're annoying. Right? There's a level of being annoying about being a public and being loud. But I think when you put a race card on it, or when you put a gender or a Black woman, that being an issue, instead of saying that you're enjoying yourself, that you paid money for this party, and you're going to, you know what I'm saying?
That you're confident and you're bold. And
that you're showing up and you're showing out. Now it's like a make yourself smaller. Instead of it being like, what is an acceptable as humans? What's an acceptable way to show up in public? Because everybody should have these different facets of their personality. But it being like, okay, white girl, you can go out and twerk and people think it's funny and cute and kitschy. But when a Black girl do it, it's sexual and stripper-like.
And raunchy
and
ghetto.
Exactly. So we need to be conscientious. And because we are susceptible to society's teachings as well, we like it or not, although we have our own little silo. That we have to be conscious of the messages that we put out about each other, about ourselves, about our daughters. And so I think that was an awesome question. And
I do too, But the colorism is kind of what contribute to that mindset that you brought up, because it is, you know, because you're a lighter complexion, you think you're all that, or you think you're better, or so I for years would go into spaces, not just that were predominantly white or with my affluent counterparts or whatever, but also because I don't want people to think that I'm that light-skinned woman who thinks that she's beautiful or smart or whatever the stereotypes are. So that is definitely a good point. See, we do it to ourselves.
That's deep.
Yeah.
If y'all want us to explore that color conversation, or colorism rather conversation, y'all comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you want to hear and what kind of things can we talk about, because we think that it's an important topic, and this is what this talk show is for, us to ask and answer the questions, and the hard questions in our lives and in our society. So we are so grateful for that question from Camille, and I hope y'all are overcoming some things in your own life, because we are magic, doll.
Yes,
we are magic. So I think it's time for us to transition to a new segment. You want to tell us about it?
Yes, I do. So this new segment is called Poodles and Pit Bulls.
Poodles and Pit Bulls.
Yes. So what we do in this session is we tell you our pet peeves, the things that get on our nerves, that annoy us. But I want to make sure that y'all know that this is still a safe space. It will always be a safe space. So please don't judge us.
Don't judge us.
Please.
But if you agree with us, let us know in the comments. So this is mine. And this happened to me recently. And I was like, I don't know why this is getting on my nerves, but it does. I'm one person, right? So I go through a drive-thru. I order, let me get Chick-fil-A. A number one right? No pickles, an Anna Palmer, no ice, and extra salt on my fries. Cool. So I go to the window, and they're like, "Oh, do you want ketchup or do you want fries?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they give me a handful. Like, they give me so much salt. I'm trying to like, you want me to salt the ocean? Like, what am I doing with the whole box of ketchup?
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like you should give me condiments that are equal to what I ordered because it's gonna go in the trash. Yeah. And it's just generally annoying that you give me so much.
Yeah. It's interesting. That does not happen to me. Because
Really?
I need a lot. Yeah. It's 6 of us, but then I end up getting 2. So, but you bring up a good point. Just like, you know what I ordered.
Right.
Give me enough for what I've ordered.
Yeah, they just be like, "Hey, you got," especially McDonald's. They just like, "I'm like, girl, I just need 2 ketchup packets."
Yeah, you go to the good McDonald's.
Yeah,
because
I go to the
man, they want to charge me.
they trying you.
You need to tell me which McDonald's to go to and which one's not.
They need to sponsor us, and then I tell you the right McDonald's.
That's right. I agree. Until then.
Yeah, right. Basically. Okay, what's your pet peeve?
Okay, look. I do not like when people call me. Like, do not call me. I am busy.
Just a general principle, like, don't call you. How should people communicate with you?
Okay, so people should communicate with me by appointment only. No, but really, people should. You can text me. You can email me. You can hit me up on Instagram. But yeah, you gotta ask me, are you free at this time to talk? Because I would love to. The thing is, like, I love to talk. I want to hear all the things. I want to help you figure it out. I want to like do what you want me to do. I just love people and love helping.
Yeah.
So if you call me, I'm gonna stop my life. And I got 4 kids, and I work part-time, and I'm running a business, and I serve in ministry, and I'm a mentor, and it's all these things. Don't call me. Please, it's disrespectful. I feel like you're assuming, right? Because now I'm going on. This is how upset I get.
Bow.
Yes, I just feel like people are assuming that I'm not doing anything with my life. And I know people aren't, but in the moment, it's just...
You be like, bruh, I'm busy.
Yeah.
And I will say this, like, what adds insult to injury is when you frazzled, something going on, you can't find your keys, you frazzled, and your phone ringing.
Yeah.
You be like, what?
Right. Agreed. That is exactly what
And then
happens.
when my mama call you, like, back to back, and I be like, Mom, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. What's it? The first not answer me, sis is busy.
I'm gonna call you back. Yeah.
So I started texting her, being like, hey, can I call you later or whatever. But I really don't have that problem because my life ain't that busy. Like, if I'm working, but I ain't got 4 kids running around. At home, I'm pretty relaxed, so I can answer, what's up?
Because she is really busy. Yeah. But I hear you. It's like the extra people.
Yeah. It's not the people. Like, I can stop what I'm doing, but it's not like my best friend just bought a dog and she's like, don't be back. I'm like, girl, call me back. Honey, my sister, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah, so I just need you not to call.
I think that's fair. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I accept that.
Thank you.
If you ever work at fast food, only give me 2 ketchup.
I got you.
And I will not call you without texting.
I love it.
Okay.
True friends.
We hope y'all enjoyed that. Call Pit Bulls. Poodles and Pit Bulls. We'll talk about our pet peeves. Y'all comment below your pet peeve or any other segments that you want us to do that we would love to chat about how we feel about it, honey.
Yeah, let us know what annoys you, what drives you crazy.
What drives you crazy? Alright, y'all know this is my favorite segment called Fashion Foreteller. I am the Blazer Queen, but today I want to talk about the second domain that I reign in, and that is belts. Alright, I love belts. I wear belts all the time, and I think that they can add so many different effects to a basic outfit, exaggerated outfit, an evening gown, jeans, and a t-shirt. So I'm just going to walk you through a few of these belts. Before I get started, be sure you follow me on Instagram at The Fashion Chase and follow my YouTube page, which is linked below. A lot of these things are on sale because I do sell clothes. So it's always a lot of fun shopping with me. And I'm going to just jump in. Let's just jump into this belt, right? So this is a pink, I don't know how clear you can see it, but it's a pink belt, and it has these gold, almost coin studs on them, and this kind of Versace inspired is lion heads, and who knows, Versace may have been inspired by them because all these belts are vintage belts. But the thing I love about this belt, and I want people to take away from it, firstly, is tri-color. If you like, I am a black and white and neutral kind of girl, you can start with a belt to add color into an otherwise pretty basic or neutral wardrobe. So this one is a little bit exaggerated over the top, but if you just want a basic belt, it's like a pink belt to add with your outfit, it really can zhuzh it up a little. So this is my first belt. I love this belt. And it could be worn. Oh, here's another tip. So you can wear a belt forward the way it's supposed to be worn, but you also can put the buckle in the back. And it'll give it a nice sleek look in the front. So that's the first belt that we're gonna talk about.
Nice, and I'm all about a good pink.
Yes,
so
it's so cute. We're gonna go to this one, and the reason why I brought this green belt is because it's actually a vintage Girl Scouts belt. So back in the day, the Girl Scout uniform, when it was that little prairie dress, they had these belts with all these different holes in it because the girls were different sizes. So it's holes all the way around. So the first tip is if you get like a plain belt and you either fluctuate in your weight or maybe that the belt is too big or too small for you, you can just kind of make this trick and make it look like it's supposed to have holes all the way around. And then, you know, it'll be able to fit perfectly. And I think this is so cute. And shout out to the Girl Scouts for making like a utilitarian vibe.
I do like that a lot. And another thing I realized, like if I wear a belt around my waist, it fits. But then if I want to wear it like up here a little bit, it doesn't. So this will work wherever.
Yeah, so you can make it an umpire belt, which is right under your boobs.
See, she knows the right
You
words.
can make it right on your natural waist, and then you can also put it through your pant loops. And if you have, they're all going to be different unless you have a very oddly shaped, not odd, but different shaped body. All those numbers should be different. But if you have holes in the entire belt, then you can still wear it. So we love that belt. And obviously this army green utilitarian vibe is all the rage right now. We're going to move next to this belt because this belt is more of like a gaudy Western belt. So this is the front of it. It actually is a little clip into the circle like that. So that kind of gives it a cool little vibe. Almost looks like a wristlet or some kind of chain like that. But then on the back it has this big medallion and it's white. So it gives a Western vibe. So if you have on a flowy dress, if you have on a maxi dress, and you want to just cinch your waist a little bit and make it a little bit cool and youthful, a belt like this will really do the trick. Now this will not go through your pants unless you're smaller, but it will usually fit right at your natural waist where you want to bring attention with this medallion. So we love this belt. Let's move over here to this belt. And this belt is lime green. It has all these different like gold, silver dots. It's a Guess belt from the 90s. And I love this because it can break up the monotony of a monochromatic look. So if you have on an all red or all black outfit, throw on this color. This color green was the color of the year last year, but hey, we still can rock it all day. And I just like how it was just not perfect. They're different colors, they're different sizes, textures, and so it's really giving us a little bit of visual interest to our outfit.
Now I'm ready for you to get to this one. Yes, I like how it feels. That's one of my favorite colors. Not pink, but it's second.
It's second. Okay, so this little light blue belt is the double buckle Western belt, and I love this. I'm gonna post a picture. We'll put a picture in here. Vanessa Simmons had an evening gown on when she used this belt, and so I love how this belt is. It has interest. This one almost looks spray painted, right? Like the buckles are, but this is from Target, so it's not expensive. It was $8. But it's really soft, and this light blue color is hard to find. So if you see a belt and you're like, I don't have nothing to match this, it can really stand on. It can stand on its own, and it'll be really cute in the wintertime and in the summertime. Like it can go with winter whites, it can go with summer whites. So I love this one. I wanted to show y'all this double buckle. Make sure you try to find something like this. It can not just feel Western, but it can feel really elevated as well.
Yeah, I like it. Because I like that color, but I don't always see it in like pieces that I can buy and wear. So that's nice.
So it's a good color. And I wanted to leave this one for last, not because it's the most interesting, but because it is the one that's being redone by a lot of designers. So you see this double buckle here. It almost looks like a horseshoe or maybe like the Gucci little sign. But it's not. It's not designer, but Dior has a belt that's maybe 3 times the size here, but it's the exact same shape. And it's a couple $100. And so this belt is only $15, but it gives the same effect. It has the elastic in the back. So again, if you fluctuate in size, or if you're like, I don't like it to feel uncomfortable or roll over when I sit down, the elastic in the back is going to be your friend. And the all black with the gold buckle, you can't go wrong no matter what you wear. So I hope you guys really learned something about belts. I brought a lot of options for you. I love belts. Second to blazers, that is my place that's my space, so that's my place. Okay,
it is.
Yes, I love a good belt. I have on a belt. I'll show y'all some pictures on our Instagram if you can't see it in this clip. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and let me know. Tag us some pictures if you wear any cute belts or if you need help styling belts. I would love to give you some advice on that.
Like, see, I know you mentioned that you can also buy clothes from Shayna. So if you ever see anything on the show, on her page that you like let her know.
Let me know.
But I just wanted to reiterate that, because if you go to my page, you see anything cute that I'm wearing, I literally got it from her. She like styles me on my cute days. If it's not cute, then I'm responsible. But if it's cute, like for real. So definitely if you're local, and even not, like if they're not local, can they still order pieces from
absolutely.
you?
We can mail it to them. And one thing I wanted to say, this year you'll see a lot of belting blazers. So if you are a blazer queen and a belt queen, add those two things together. You're gonna you're gonna be a step ahead of the game. Stay ahead of the game. That's why we call it fashion foretelling. Because we know what's on the rise.
She does.
So we know a lot, at least I know a lot about fashion and fashion inspiration, but I love to hear about Black history and Black women inspiration. So this segment called I Rise is one of our faves because we get to honor our unsung heroes. We get to honor the women who asked and answered the hard question in our lives. So Yasmin, tell us about our lady today.
Yeah, so one of the questions I keep getting is, am I a preacher? And let me just say, the direct answer is no. God has partially said some stuff to me, but he got to be really explicit. So the answer is no. However, we are going to honor today Miss Jerena Lee, because Jerena Lee was the first African-American woman authorized to preach all the way back in 1819. So it is because of her that we're able to love our people like Priscilla Shire, the Sarah Jakes of the world. So yeah, I'm not a preacher, but your girl Jerena Lee got it all started for us. And she was born in February of 1783, and she passed away in February of 1864. So
she was born in Black History Month. She went to glory in Black History Month.
Yes.
We in Black History Month. Shout out to Black History makers like you, me, and all of them. Yes. All right, so let's give our girl Miss Lee 2 snaps and a slay. Shall we? Ready? Here we go. 2 snaps and a slay. But Miss Lee, thank you so much for what you have done for all of us and helping us be official. Because, we've been preaching.
Period. Right.
Okay. Yeah. But official in the pulpit for Black women. So we appreciate you, Miss Lee, and all you have done for us.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to something. Now we talked about our past. We're gonna talk about our present. And we're gonna talk about the girls who are screaming, "Hey, hey!" in the Instagram stories and Snapchat.
Don't even right. I do not know how to whoa, or whatever. I'm gonna learn.
Yeah. My niece and nephew know how to do it. But we are gonna talk to. Gas me up. This segment is songs that's empowering us, making us feel bold, or just generally gassed up.
Yes.
All right, friend, what's your song of the week?
All right, my song this week is "Make Me Better" by Fabulous and Neo. We're in the Valentine's Days in a couple of days and all that. Make Me Better.
That's a good one. Okay, shout out to Make Me Better. You went old school. We was in college or something. But
yes, we were.
That made everybody want to be a couple. I'm a movement by myself. But I'm a force when we together.
Yes, that is like a feel yourself. Yes, girl, you a movement, boo.
You do it. Okay, well, I'm in the same vein. I saw at the Grammys Toni Braxton, Living Legend. Mm-hmm. She had this dress, honey, and she gave the people a walk, a wave, honey, a haircut. Like, I said, Toni Braxton, Living Legend, you better show these young girls what it do. So in honor of Toni Braxton, Living Legend, I'm going to try to find that video of how she slayed it at the Grammys and put it on our Instagram page at Girl I Got Questions TV. So if you're watching this and you don't follow us, go over there and follow us. And if you like what you see, like this Instagram page. It's going to help, or this YouTube page. It's going to help us follow our Instagram, like our YouTube, do all the things.
All of it.
But the song of this week is Toni Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me.
Yes.
That
was a good one.
Ain't that a good one? So we're going to do... that's going to be my song of the week, friend.
I like it.
Yes. Y'all comment below y'all favorite songs y'all like, songs we should listen to and consider for our Gas Me Up segment.
Yeah, because I need some help.
Yeah. It's a struggle. We're like, girl, I listen to slow stuff. Mm-hmm. But this really has been forcing me to, get gassed up. So I love it.
Yes, I agree. All right, so this new segment is called the To-Go Plate because, at a family barbecue, whatever, it is always that one person who has to take a to-go plate.
Girl.
Always and forever. They come in with their own Tupperware. Yes. So we want to empower you, give you the freedom, the space, the liberty to get you a to-go plate in this segment. What are they taking to go this week?
So this week we're going to take to go some business tips. As y'all know, I teach entrepreneurship, and so I thought it'd be helpful for my entrepreneurs who are watching to give you some social media tips. And I'm gonna refer to them here. So first thing before we even do that, and why I chose business tips, is because statistically speaking, Black women are the largest growing entrepreneurial pool in the U.S. And so we want to make sure that that grows, and not only just starting these businesses, but then being successful. And the easiest one, although I wouldn't say it's the most important factor, but it is an important and easy factor to kind of focus on, is social media. Now, obviously YouTube has trillions of videos, exaggeration, trillions of videos about social media, but I wanted to impart these two notes of wisdom to encourage you to go search and learn a little bit more about social media. Firstly is going live and using stories. Now, we go live and we just kind of chat about some topics that we like, or some funny memes that we've seen. You really can go live with anything. I know I ask all the time, and other people ask, well, ain't nobody watching? That's great. Nobody's watching, which means you can stumble, you can fumble, and you can kind of hone your message, and you won't feel nervous or weird in front of the camera. And so when it's time to do it for the news or for a YouTube channel, then you won't feel
award ceremony,
awards. You getting your Grammy, okay? You won't feel awkward. And so it's okay if nobody's watching. What matters is that you are creating a pattern of showing up for yourself and for your business on social media. So do Instagram lives, and also using stories. So showing behind the scenes, answering frequently asked questions. Be bright, be fun, be done. That's what a really famous person says that works in social media space. Be bright, be fun, be done. And that basically just means that the medium of the camera, you could be at home like, yeah, and then when we watch it, it'd be like, yeah. Right, so you have to even push it even more to break the barrier of the camera, so people can feel the enthusiasm that's in the room. Yeah. Which is why most people, like stand-up comics and stuff, they prefer live shows over doing it recorded, because it's hard to get that same vibe, Yeah. So that's my first tip. And then my second tip is, when you're offering free content, you're going to answer why or what. Okay. So you're going to say, why should I care about fashion? Okay. Well, we know that it helps you get jobs, and we know that people judge you on what you look like and your perception over your resume. What should I wear? You should wear a pantsuit. You should wear bright colored tops that match your hair color, right? These are the what and the why. But then when people pay you, they're going to ask you how. Like, how do I achieve this look? How do I achieve the oversized jacket look? How do I achieve the hair color that has the two tones, right? That's really what people are paying for, is the how. So those are my two social media tips today. I hope you guys enjoyed this segment, To Go Play. Yes. You take those to go and you implement them. Let me know how it works.
I'm going to do it, because I do not go live on my personal page as like I should. But I got y'all. I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm going to let you know how it goes.
Y'all follow her over there. Obviously, if you follow us on Instagram, then we tag our personal pages all the time, and we'll let you know how it goes too.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, so this is the faith-filled and fabulous segment, because, honey, you cannot be filled with faith and not be fabulous. I said that last week, but you know what? I also think that it's impossible to be fabulous, like for real life, all the way fabulous as you were created to be, if you're not filled with faith. So, welcome to the faith-filled and fabulous part of the show. Yes. This week was really inspired by our Mom Ain't Raised No Fool question, and just like, how do we overcome? I'm going to take y'all to John chapter 1, verse 5, where the Bible says, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. So, sis, the question is, how do you shine your light in dark places so that you can overcome? And I'm going to give you 3 O's this week. Okay. The first one is to be over dependent. And so, in order to shine that light, so you're overcoming darkness, be over dependent on God. Like, I don't think there's a such thing to be too dependent. The Bible says in Isaiah 55, lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge Him. Y'all, our ways are not His ways, our thoughts are not His thoughts. Be dependent on Him. Like, nope, I don't know, I gotta pray about it. Nah, I don't know if we can go out, I gotta talk to God about it. I don't know about that, let me see what the Bible says. Worship Him, whatever, be over dependent on Him. The second O is to be over the top, okay? People want you to dumb it down, and not just in your personality thing, but even your love for God. Shayna loves fashion, And when Shayna shows up, people know that she is about fashion. And you start talking to her, she's going to be over the top, but in a most beautiful and authentic way about fashion and like confidence from what you're wearing. So similarly, whatever your thing is, you're over the top in that too. I'm encouraging you to be over the top about God. Like, praise him, be excited, talk about him, not in a creepy way like our pastor always says, but like, don't be ashamed that you love God and you crazy about him, that he made you. You know, Psalms 37:4 says, delight yourselves in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. So delight yourself is like a sense of excitement and being over the top. So 1, be over dependent. 2, be over the top. And 3, which might be the most important one, is to overlook offenses. Because the enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy. So, yeah, if somebody offends you, let it go, overlook it. Because you are on a mission to shine that light so that you can overcome the darkness that's in your life, that's in this world. Make sure I don't have anything else I want to say. Yeah.
All right, so give it to us again. Over dependent, over the top, and overlook offenses. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And we are in John chapter 1, verse 5, and it says the light shines in the darkness. So shine, girl. Wherever you are, whatever you're going through, just shine. Because the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Who can be against you? Like, God is for you. Who can be against you? Nothing can overcome your light. So just shine. Okay.
Shine.
Yes.
Shine, yeah. All right, so if y'all want to know more about Yasmin Ministry, if you want to hear more amazing, faith-filled, and fabulous information, y'all click the link in the description bar. Follow her YouTube page and her Instagram page, and she giving you all the good tea every day.
Yes, keep you motivated, bro.
Yes, all right.
Thank you so much for tuning into Girl, I Got Questions TV. Make sure that you subscribe, you click the bell, and you head over to Instagram to follow us there. Come back every single Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for another fun episode.
Yes, and keep asking those questions, because on the other side of the question are answers, and you become a woman who's confident, knowledgeable, and fearless with how you approach your life and the world. And we want you to be
that woman.